Like we're
Amen.
live. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing tonight?
Chilling.
Nice. So we have IOC on tonight. How are you doing, IOC?
Very well, thank you. I'm very pleased to be here, very humbled and honoured that you've all invited me on. It's such
That's
a
all.
good podcast, with good folk, and I hope we all have a nice time today, this evening, this afternoon, wherever we are across the plain.
Well, hello, Stoner. How are you?
What's up, Stoner? How you
Well,
doing?
What's up, Stoner?
Coming in from multiple channels.
That's
Mm-hmm.
what I gotta
Hey,
do.
nephew,
What's
what's
up,
Hey,
going
Jason?
on?
Jason. How are you? Hi, Melissa.
What's up, Melissa?
I'm so glad you guys came. We're going to discuss a few things tonight.
Hmm.
So,
Did we lose
Andy has
McFly?
the floor.
Ready to post. I'm posting that we're live.
All right. So yeah, tonight's subject matter is a little bit different than what we normally talk about, but it is the Anything and Everything podcast. So tonight's subject matter is actually we're going to be talking about the Book of Enoch, and IOC is actually going to be the one discussing with us the different parts of the book. It's
I'm here,
pretty
Jason.
long.
And we're going to do it in parts. So, we'll do some today and then, later finish.
Melissa. Hey, where you been?
Oh,
Melissa was like one of my original subscribers.
Nice. What's up, Charlie?
Yeah.
Lisa's awesome. Charlie's awesome. Jason's awesome. Stoner's awesome.
Stoner.
I was just literally live, guys, before I came into the podcast, and I had a good little group of people that was in there with me. And I was just
Yeah.
explaining to them that I was
What's up,
expecting and I
Charlie?
was waiting the link to arrive so that I could come onto the StreamYard. And as I was going through with my live, the link, arrived with me. And so I said to them, my link's here, guys. I've got to go and do the podcast. This is where I'm going to be. This is what we're going to talk about if you wish to join us. And though I can't see the chat, I can hear names being called out. And there are names that I'm aware of that from the channel. So it's awesome to hear them being called out and to share the time and love and energy with us all. And I'm blessed and gratified that we're all here together. Thank you, everybody, for having us.
Well, thank you very much for coming on,
Yes, we're
IOC.
honored that you came on,
And I
actually.
really did miss you, Melissa. For real. And what's up, Charlie?
We can get started whenever you guys want to.
Yes, we're just having this little smoke and
Okay.
Absolutely.
we'll get down
Take
to
your
business
time.
and we'll keep it real, hey?
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
take your
There's also still people coming in.
Yeah, that's exactly. Gives them a chance, doesn't it? So we can talk about price hikes or anything like that, or I've been concerned recently about the price hikes or the inflation of blow up dolls.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah,
that's a very real thing. It
it's
was
very
scary a couple of
concerning.
years ago.
It's very concerning. What you'd pay for one now ordinarily would just only be the VAT, but it's skyrocketed for some reason.
Can't you just go to Spencer's? Don't they got shit
What's
like
up,
that at
B Rad?
Spencer's? Be red, be red.
That's one way of letting them out the closet, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right then, guys. Right. I mean, we can give it another couple of minutes if you wish to. But just let everybody get the notification because something that YouTube has been awfully slow with the notifications, and if anybody's getting them at all, So
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're doing good. B Rad, how are you?
Hello, John.
Hey, it's John the
Pretty
Brick
red.
and the Big Rig.
Hey,
Oh, what's up, John? I love John. John's a good dude.
Yeah, he really is. How is everybody?
Where you at, John? You in
Alice.
Florida? California? Where you at today?
Oh,
So
yeah,
good
who
to
knows
see you
where he is.
guys.
Somewhere where there's no snow, I guarantee you that.
Snow in a truck ain't no fun. I can tell you that first-hand knowledge.
Unless you're an ice road trucker.
Ooh.
John is not.
No, I
He's
could
in
not.
Illinois.
There's no
Oh.
way.
Who's out in Illinois? Tori's out in Illinois, isn't she?
Yes.
Let's see. There you go. That's where John is.
Illinois is so ill. It's funny because like they have like a bond company called Philadelphia, like there's a Philadelphia and shit.
Really?
Yeah, you never heard of that?
No.
They're pretty good. Yeah, look it up when you get a chance. Philadelphia.
So we won the hunt, and
Oh, you
then
won.
yeah, and then like you can buy the dogs. Like in the beginning, the dog that's hunting, you can bid with each other and buy the dog for that hunt, and all the money goes into the Calcutta. Not only did we win the hunt, I won the Calcutta too. Because the dog that I bought, because my dog is too young, so I bought a dog to hunt, won. So we brought home all the money. So
Oh,
that
like
was,
where you rent? What's like renting a dog? You mean?
yeah, it's kind of like that.
I got you.
Yeah.
That's good. You were like, I bought a dog. I thought like you know like you own it now. But they're like maybe
Yeah.
renting. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. But you have to bid against other hunters for it. So I paid $25, $30 for this dog, for this hunt, right? And I won, I can't remember, almost $200 of the Calcutta. It's not bad.
Nice.
It's money well spent.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and we had a good time. It's always a good time in the mountains.
Yep. Yeah, it is. I always have fun on my mountain.
I saw a mountain like one time in my life.
Oh, McFly, I got to get you up here. I really do.
Poconos. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'll tell you what, the Poconos are absolutely beautiful. They really are. Yeah, I'm not even a joke there. That's
My buddy moved up there after he used to get in a lot of trouble down here, and his parents made him move up there. And my good friend's Ed.
Can you see that, Andy?
No, I can't.
On the screen?
What?
John the Brit.
yeah,
Yes.
John the Brit. Is that my British friend, the lorry driver?
Yeah. Yes, it is he.
See, I'll tell you an inside joke, IOC. We have a mutual friend that goes by Choo Choo out here in YouTube land, and he always busts John for being a lorry driver and not an actual truck driver. So that's where that
Okay.
joke comes from.
Okay. With you.
What's the difference?
It's just terminology, and what they generally say in this country is the bigger the truck, the bigger the jerk driving it.
I like that. That's pretty good.
Like that. We do.
It's true because it's true. Because it's just how it is. It's just trucker stuff, you know. I've been a trucker for 25 plus years. I've raised all my children. I've fed them, clothed them, done the house, everything, my cars, my whole life has been paid for by being a steering wheel attendant and having my spine mashed up and stuff now as a result, and quite an early age to facing the surgery that I'm facing already, having done all that, you know, type of voluntary servitude. Because we all know that slavery is abolished. We all know that we're not a slave to the dollar anymore. We all know this, and so we're all completely free.
Yes.
Yes.
We all needs money.
Oh, so that means you're not free then?
You gotta
Wait a
pay.
minute. Hang
Yeah.
Wait a minute, Dad. Chester, you've just burst my bubble. Wait a minute. What do you mean?
You give us some free money.
Well,
So we have to work for a man, and then he gives us a token at the end of the week of servitude, sweating our nads off all week. That's why it's called the weekend at the weekend, because we are weakened from the week's toil. And so he gives us and gratifies us with a token, which we can only spend in one of his shops, and then we can bring them goods back to our yard, which barely feeds us and the family, and then go and do it again next week. What a lovely man for providing a token for us. That's the gratification we ought to be showing, you think?
oh wow. Whoa. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how Henry Ford started his village. He spent his money in his shop.
And he never lost a dime.
And look at us now. We're still operating in the same way, only blindly thinking it's the right thing to do.
Exactly.
Building up this credit. What's credit? What's debit? You know? Who's the
Yes.
creditor? Who's the creditor? Who's the debtor? All
Yes.
these, we'll get onto all of this stuff later on in podcast if you wish to, but these are just all little fruity questions that all need answers, and it all comes from what we're about to get into, you know, because once you know thyself, all of these things become separate and second place in life, which what they should be, instead of taking over precedence in our existence.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, that's what it is.
Propaganda. Made to control us.
Sorry.
A narrative. You know, we're led to believe the official narrative. So what's a narrative? A narrative requires a narrator. What's a narrator? Oh, that's right, a storyteller. So we listen to a storyteller telling his story. So when you compile these books of his story or history, we can reveal that most of them are lies. Because all of the facts have been either burnt or stashed under the Vatican.
Yes.
Yeah. That's why they have
Yes.
that huge library.
Denominations and all. Right?
Mm-hmm.
To separate us.
Yes.
We're
course.
stronger together.
They know this. And the enlightened ones are to help those that are in the dark. It's a role, really. And that's what we're here doing this very day, doing that thing, shining the light. Let the drunkard man groping for the wall at noonday come to
Yeah.
his senses. That's what we are here to do.
And I always say that so the ones with the ear to hear, let them hear. You know?
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
For it's best a blind man that sees than a seeing man that's blind.
Exactly. Exactly.
That is a good movie.
Yeah, that's why I highlighted that comment.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny.
You're hard to paper lights.
Great comment, Stoner.
Stoner.
So I always like at the end of that movie how anyone who's seen it before, the bad guys have this big ship, and it's an oil tanker, and at the end of it, for any of us that are in the age bracket that we are, we remember when the Exxon Valdez spilled a bunch of oil when we're all much younger in life.
That was
And,
way before my
yeah.
time.
That was like in the 80s.
It was not way before your time.
Yeah, that's the 80s. That's I was like, that's the 80s.
Way before McFly's time.
Oh.
I was
You
doing
guys are
my
something
time.
Hello, Nubs. Welcome. Thank you for coming
Sorry,
on.
Jack. I'm sorry for
Thank
making you
you,
laugh, Jack.
Stoner.
We have to make light, don't we, brother? Otherwise, we'd all go into cry in this bloody devil's-ridden world, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yes, that's okay. I
Yeah.
certainly make you laugh. I got the devil the other day in your chat. I kept telling him he better knock it off, or I was going to change the name of his channel. He didn't listen.
Made me smile, that did.
Yeah, it's fun.
You're,
It's all in
you're
fun.
the you're all the wild. Exactly. It's the best fun, though, because you got to look at the intention behind it, and that's where I'm at, and that's why I try and explain to the chat one man doing 7 arguments in. Well, come on now, look at this.
Donor. It's based, yeah, it's based to look for the light in the darkness, regardless of the scenario or situation. It's always based to be that way.
Yes.
Always based to look at the positive. We've been taught to look at the negative, but look at what you're blessed with. Look at how far you've come, and look where you've come from, and realize the hand of the Creator is the one that got you where you are, because you couldn't have done it on your own. There's no way.
Nope.
We've been indoctrinated at the hands of dark forces, and we've been pressured into a system as to we're taught what to think. We're not released under our own volition to freely think or how to think, because they want to suppress us from that. And that
Yeah.
ties in beautifully to the Book of Enoch, because it's
Yeah.
that spiritual awakening, that awareness, that self-awareness that a
Yeah.
lot of people are lacking, and that's why they suffer in the world, because they know not what they're doing. My people suffer for the lack of knowledge.
Exactly. Exactly. Got to stop following the crowd. Go against the grain some.
Yeah. But when I'm doing my talks and speeches, I call it the go along to get along gang. They're going along to get along. They're doing it because everyone else is doing it. But that doesn't make it okay. It doesn't make it lawful, and it doesn't make it righteous just because everyone else is getting on and doing the same thing. Lift your head up above the parapet now and again. Have a look what's really going on.
The go along, get along gang.
Yep.
That's right. And they cause the demise for everybody, because
Yes.
they're the times and they're the people that are allowing these dark entities to allow these legislative rules and regulations and laws to be passed behind closed doors, behind smoke and mirrors, and they're just going along to get along because their lifestyle suits them. They don't want to lose their own lifestyles.
Yeah, it's
By
just
the
about
way,
being selfish.
exactly. It's the gluttony. See?
What they need to realize is they're in a battle for their life, literally their soul. This is their eternity,
Exactly. And these energy vampires know exactly what they're doing, and it's taken
Yes.
it's taken hundreds of years, thousands of man hours, thousands of men, many wars, millions and billions and trillions of dollars and rupees and British pounds and goodness knows what else in the harem of the empire to get as far as
Doll
we've
hairs.
got this very day, to be where we are right now, and they still have not finished. They want Agenda 2030 to be implemented by 2033. Go and look at
Yes.
it.
Yes. I seen that.
Hey, Tori, how you doing?
Corey.
It's funny because in America, both
Live.
of the governments, it's either, the Democrats or the Republicans keep saying the other one's trying to do it. I think they're all trying to do it.
Yes.
It's a
See what the-
collective. It's what they do.
Hi, Tori.
If
the
they can
craft.
make us think one thing, and it's very easy behind smoke and mirrors and that TV. If they can make us think one thing, they can do all kinds of things behind that smoke and mirror.
Exactly. Exactly.
The Wizard of Oz.
And
Yeah,
present
exactly.
something completely different to us, but be doing something awful in the background. And I honestly believe that's happening.
What they do is manifest a feeling within a society to then control and divert its behavior.
Mhm.
Exactly. They really do.
Now they do it in multiple ways.
Together. And then they get your musicians, your rap artists, your rock artists to push these agendas,
Mm-hmm.
So it has a more powerful message when
More
these
more people that have sold their soul, and like you just said, Mama, they're coming for your soul, and these are people that have sold their soul and now perpetuating the system that's coming for everybody else's.
exactly, and they push the agenda of whatever the government or whatever pushes. Your movie stars, your artists do it. If you pay attention, all of them do it.
Hmm.
One of them, they push one agenda or the other, and then it pits everybody against each other because people literally worship these artists as idols.
Yes, they do. They're idolaters.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know,
So
it screws my face up when I say it, but you know, if you want to know what's going on in this world, watch The Simpsons. Isn't it ironic?
yeah, that
And
is.
it's my favorite show. That's my favorite show, and that was my dad's favorite
Oh.
There's
show.
so much there. I was watching some people go over The Simpsons and the predictions, and it blew my mind.
Yeah.
Literally, I was just checking into it because, you know, everybody's
Yeah.
talking about it, and I checked into it, and it literally blew my mind.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yes.
let alone all the movie. What's the movie called with the Leo in it and whoever else? What's it called?
Titanic.
And it shows you where they plug you in and out of the system and stuff, you know.
Inception.
No,
that
it's
it?
not. No,
Hello, Bushcraft. Welcome.
I'm shit with movies. I just know that is it Neo is the character in
Oh,
the.
The
Oh,
Matrix.
yeah,
The
No,
that's
Matrix.
the Matrix.
Yeah, there
that's
you go.
Keanu Reeves.
What we're
All of
living
these
in.
big massive, all these big massive movies, they're rubbing our noses in it, you know, and people are paying to go and watch this shit and eat a shit ton of chocolate and popcorn and fattening fizzy bloody soda pops while they're swishing this bullshit down and paying for their own demise. Oh, look at this, isn't it science? It's science fiction, you know.
Oh.
Hey,
Not real.
Wanda.
That they don't realise that reality is stranger than fiction.
Exactly.
Yes, it is.
Well, I feel like we're living in the Matrix anyway.
Yes.
You better believe it. Well, what do you
We're
think
on our
you
way
want?
there.
Especially in the US, you're all already under a grid system. You're all under a certain grid, and they're getting us to a point now whereby you will not be allowed outside of your own designated grid. That's where you will be residing from henceforth.
Yes.
I
Well,
never
and
left
even in the
Philadelphia,
grocery
pretty much.
stores, if you guys notice, when you go grocery shopping and you want certain things, when you go to get those things, the grocery store don't have them no longer, right? So you have to pick out of whatever the grocery store has that's either close to it or something else, period. And I
just go
do
to
believe
Aldi.
that's how things are going to be. You know, you're going to buy whatever they put in the store.
Yep, the Hunger Wars. They've put it in our
Drugs.
faces. They've already showed us what they're going to do. Why would they have why would these top people have like this ultra super strong seed bank that can't be bombed, you know, and in
Yeah.
case there's an end of civilization? Well, if there's an end of civilization, who the hell was planting the seeds?
Well, they
Come on
think
now.
that they think that
I've
their
seen
back-
that thing in the
their
middle of the
little
ice.
weapons and stuff
Yeah.
is going to save them. You
So-
know,
Are we to believe all this BS? Please, come on.
Well, they're gonna probably have people that if they know it, you know it's gonna happen. They have like massive bunkers. Even in Pennsylvania, there's one like on the edge of on the border of Maryland where they could like
what? Who
like a
was it?
whole like
Allegedly.
10,000 people could
Bill
live there.
Gates
They said,
or somebody
for like
was building
10
an
years. It's a government
underground
building.
bunker, and it's supposed to be massive.
Let's get down to the nuts and bolts of it. That they're doing it. All of this performance, all of this stage is basically for ultimate power and control. That's all
Yeah,
as it's for.
trying to instill fear so that they can
Exactly.
control the masses.
So when we watch the movie Ants, we're all just worker ants. It's as simple as that. And we prop up the system. We keep them going. Without us, there is no them. And so, who on earth on this realm is then going to press that button that eradicates all of the worker ants, therefore rendering them having to do their own work? I don't think so. It's just all scaremongery. It's all bullshittery and thuggery. It's because they operate out of fear. If we're not scared of them, how are we going to comply?
That's why they're kissing That's why they always kiss babies.
because they're sick.
I don't know why they
Because
always kiss babies. It's weird.
You do it so it makes you feel like you could trust them. That's why they do that. Think
Well,
about
you
that.
know,
That's the most
you like
vulnerable.
trust them.
Yeah, but they're sick because they kiss them with a tongue. It's disgusting.
Oh,
That is disgusting. It's sickening.
That's right. And I don't want to give any light or reverence to these people because they are absolute scum of the earth. And what they show on the camera isn't what they're doing behind the doors. And they are all disgusting and all need a bullet. But I'm not going to say any more than that.
We blew Charlie's mind.
yeah.
What?
Yeah, buddy. That's right, brother.
I wonder what people in Hollywood are doing now that like Diddy's like locked up. Like they're probably still having their little parties, but like they're probably like a little more shadier. You know
I
what I
think
mean?
they're running and hiding. A lot of them are
Hollywood
cowering
is
in fear.
no chance. Hollywood is doing today what it's been doing since the 1940s. Do you think they're scared? Come on. Hey, they're just ramping that shit up. They're absolutely rubbing your damn nose, isn't it? How is Hollywood even still a thing? We all know what it stands for. We all know what Disney stands for. And yet next year they're fully booked. Parents are still going. They're still going to these Masonic places full of perverts and full of thuggery. And when we look at some of these perverted cartoons by Disney, and you look at Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, there's pictures in the background of naked people and erect penises and all sorts of fucking crazy shit that are on kids' cartoons, you know. And this is the kind of sickness that we need to be stopping away from, and don't even give them the time of day or the speech from our mouths because they all need a bullet.
I agree, but it's still better than the remake. It's still better than that remake they're working on. I'd rather watch that original one all day. Now I know it's not the best, but it's still better than that new one. You know what I mean? They're working on.
Yeah, well, just don't watch it with your offspring. Let them do something that's properly entertaining and educational for them, and watch it alone because it will do them no good and no justice.
Right?
Amen.
I let them watch some Disney movies.
They were pedos, them wood chipper. The wood chipper. Don't forget to put your clocks forward tonight, John DeBritt says.
Yeah, there you go.
No, it's not. It's not for 2 weeks here in the UK. It's at the end of the month for the Greenwich Mean Time to change to British summertime. It actually happens. I'm going to say on my born day. It's my given born day at the end of this month, and it happens on that day. So there you go, boys and girls.
It's happening here in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, you got to set your clock forward.
Yep.
It does it automatically now.
Yeah. It's happening, McFly. It's happening.
It's
We're losing an hour. That's crazy. I thought it would be late. For some reason, I thought it was it'd be like near the equinoxes more. You know what I mean? Like June and.
It's actually my born day this year on Mothering Sunday. Well, my birthday, as you would know it.
Birthday, yep.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, it's not for a couple of weeks yet, guys. So let me just I'm just going to remain 50 for a little while longer until I'm actually 51. All right, thank you. I've only shaved the beard. I felt like I'm 60 bloody 5.
Hopefully this surgery will help with that, though.
Absolutely, because when I've had this surgery, I'm coming stateside, guys, and I'm going to try and build myself a new beginning and a new start and finish off the second half of my life more happy than I've lived my first half.
That
sounds like a plan.
I'll get you a Philly cheesesteak.
I'll get you a real one after he gets you the kind that he gets.
What are you talking about? You ain't from Philly.
Oh, no.
No, but I can show you a good Philly cheesesteak.
If you make
and
it,
I bet you it won't have whiz on it.
Whiz.
You gotta have the whiz. Whiz is the shit.
He's
Whiz without onions. Whiz without. That's what I want.
Oh my!
Whiz without.
Oh, he's ruining the Philly.
No onions. I hate the onions.
You gotta have onions and green peppers in a Philly.
Oh
No.
yeah,
No.
yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes mushrooms. It just depends on how you feeling.
No, order a damn salad. That's not a cheesesteak. I want meat and cheese. Just meat and cheese. That's it. That's the cheesesteak I want. All that other stuff takes out the room. They could have more meat in there. You know what I mean?
Oh, God.
The vegetables, you put vegetables in, that could be meat. You know, that's what I'm saying. The vegetables takes away from the meat. So I want more meat. Just
Yeah.
meat and cheese
He doesn't
dripping.
He puts whiz on a Philly cheesesteak.
Yeah, that's how they make them. That's how they start making them. You know,
I don't know.
they start making it at Pat's and Geno's like that. You know, I think Pat's was. I'm not sure if Pat's was the first or Geno's. They're like tourist spots though now.
Yeah.
People from Philly don't eat there. All the tourists go there.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like
So they're not
Geno's
really
anyway.
getting the Philly atmosphere. They're just getting
Tourists,
tourists.
really. Yeah, a lot of tourists go there.
But they be thinking that they're getting the Philly stuff, huh?
Yep.
It's because how it's set up. It's like it's a real pretty building, both of them. Like they're right across the street from each other, and that's how like cheesesteaks really started. You know, so it's cool. You know, but I don't like that. 'Cause I told you they went. My grandmom spoke to me in Italian, and they wouldn't let me order a cheesesteak. It said speak English, and you know the owner Geno's was Italian. I was like, this is some fucked up shit. You know.
Hmm.
So I stopped going there, and I like Pat's better. If I was going to go pick the two, I'd pick Pat's.
Nice.
But you don't eat there, right?
No, but they it's weird. Every place is different. Like they don't cut their meat up. Like they just kind of leave it together. It's like longer strips, and then like Jim's on South Street, they cut it up. I like Jim's a lot. Jim's is the shit. It burned down a couple years ago, and then they bought the building next door, and they just like reopened it. And it has like an art gallery inside the cheesesteak like place now. So like when you like, it used to be art gallery. So when you order a cheesesteak, you like sit next to like cool mosaics and shit. It's pretty cool.
Neb said, hold the bread, hold the veggies, give me everything else.
Exactly.
I'm with you.
I need the
Nubs.
bread. I need the bread. I need a nice. I don't know. They got like scorsone rolls are good, and then what's the other one?
Stoner.
Oh, that's funny.
What are those good rolls from Philly? The hell are they called? Begin with an A. I'll think of it in a minute. They got good rolls here, though.
We have Mexican restaurants here that have actual Mexicans that work, like they come here and made a business. So I guess it is probably authentic. I'm not sure though.
Oh, I mean, if
I'm
it's
not
if
sure
you,
about anything in this world, okay? The one thing I do know is my creator.
I don't even
And
think
that's
tacos are Mexican.
that's
You
the
know
one
that?
steady thing I do know.
Tacos are American. You know that? They're not even Mexican.
No, no
Well, I'm
kidding.
talking about Mexican restaurant. I get something called the Santa Fe chicken, and it has chicken. It has green peppers, onions, mushrooms, tomatoes, pineapples, and
Pineapples.
yeah,
What
and
the
it has.
heck?
Shut your mouth! It's great.
Oh, look.
It has the what's that Mexican cheese sauce they put on there? Queso cheese all over it with rice.
That sounds like
Oh,
the
I was
Hershey
going to say
squirts.
the same about the pineapples, Jack, but I don't think I'll bother now with that response you just got.
The pineapple is good in it. You wouldn't think so. And sometimes I add crab and shrimp.
That sounds good.
It is delicious.
I haven't
Yeah.
had crab or shrimp in a long time. Yeah, I told my wife's allergic, so I can't eat it no more.
Oh my.
You make me smile.
Make me smile. Oh.
This is why, and genuinely, this is why I've sometimes been afraid of coming to the US because my humour, and I can't say it's typically English humour because I'm just uniquely me, and I've got far, uniquer a humour than most around me. But
Yeah.
I'm afraid I'd end up getting taken a damn bullet because of my humour.
You would probably fit right in.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Totally
Yeah,
fit right. I mean, have you seen America?
definitely.
I think
You'll
it's
fit
doing. I think it's doing better than the UK, honestly, right now.
Yeah, you'll totally fit. Everybody fits in America. What do you mean, Andy? Everybody.
Yeah, everybody, we're a melting pot.
I think
Yeah.
everybody
Yeah.
from UK should move to America. I think it's going to happen, honestly.
Oh, the actual English in the country at the moment, I think, are the least percentage of people that actually reside here at the moment. We have a huge influx of people from all across the realm that are coming here at the moment for the fringe benefits that are here. For instance, free houses and cars and mobile telephones and bills paid for and money in your pocket and goodness knows what else, other things that you get to come in. And those that actually live here, soldiers that have fought for the country and things like that, are sleeping on the streets. They're actually being ushered up off the streets now and picked up because it's actually illegal to sleep on the streets, and so they'll throw your ass into jail because obviously the system earns more money from you being in jail than when it's you sleeping on the street, so they'll pick you up and have you there as well. And the influx of people, now that have never actually paid into the system or anything like that, and the country hasn't benefited from them. They are taking huge dibs out of the pot, and that's exactly what's happening in your country, my country. I think it's happening in Canada as well, and it's all by design, and it's all for a reason. And we'll see the reason come 2030 when all of our asses are under Sharia law. But don't say anything because you might be frightened.
Mhm.
No, I'm going to fight.
Stay
for
safe
that,
and
against
stay
that.
blessed, John.
Yeah, John, have a good night.
Thank you for coming.
Is that John the Brit?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, John. Thank you for your phone call.
Oh,
Hope
he's
to
out.
speak to you soon.
So he's going to bed.
We'll catch up soon, brother. Thank you for your time and your patience and your efforts for me. Much appreciated. Thank you.
I eat onions too, Charlie. I
hate
eat
onions too.
You can't eat them. I like onions.
I hate them.
I like onions, green peppers, all that.
Lost nachos.
Hello, Nacho. How are you?
Hey, Nacho. Who was asking me earlier? Caroline was asking for Nacho earlier.
Hello, Random. How are you?
I like Joe Rogan.
So.
Random, did you say?
I
Yes.
just think onions are gross.
Your random Rick.
Random Saga. Random
Right.
Saga fan.
I know Random Rick.
I ain't seen Random Rick around in a minute.
I normally see I'll see him on Knuckles' channel.
I seen Knuckles. What channel was I in today and I seen Knuckles? But I did see Knuckles, and it was a long time, since I had seen him as well.
He's recently taken up making slingshots, and I'll tell you something, he's doing such a good job.
I know, I seen that. I did.
I used to
Yeah.
make them when I was a kid.
Yeah, exactly. But he's making these things now in such a way. He's making them, from these materials that he's making them from, and these damn things are looking not only good and pleasing to the eye aesthetically, but these things have got power, and he's really getting into them in a big way, and even to the point where I'm going to order one from him. I'm going to buy one, and so, especially with like the land like you are and whatnot, Jack, like that, it'd be good for you to have one, bro.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I used to have wrist rockets when I grew up.
Check into
they
it.
have the brace.
Yeah. Check in. It's. Do you go to Knuckles' channel?
No.
I'll have to send it to you.
Is it knuckle busting numbskull or something like that, isn't
Yeah,
it?
something like that. Yeah.
Knuckle busting numbskull. If you type that into YouTube, Jack, it might come up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought
Charlie,
it was a funny channel.
I had a girl that worked at the restaurant that was highly allergic to banana peppers. So, like, she couldn't make certain pizzas or whatever.
Oh,
She could have been lying, so she didn't have to work, but I'm not sure.
Couldn't you wear gloves?
Yes, I required them to wear gloves, but if she got close to it or something, if she would get red or something, she wouldn't even get near them.
It's like my girl with seafood. Like she can't smell it.
Yeah. It's
That's
like,
bizarre, isn't it?
yeah, it is. I thought they was lying, but that's just me. I don't know.
Allergens are a funny thing.
Yeah, they really are.
All right, I'm subbed. I found him.
You soap.
Yeah,
Subbed.
there you go. Yeah, there you go, Jack. He's a real great guy too, man. He's so cool and laid back and things, but he's really found a niche, I think, within himself. He's a recent discovery. He's only just started doing them, but he's doing them at such high quality and things at such an early stage of production. He's really got an eye for it. You know, I'm really impressed.
Nice.
I'm going to try the slingshots myself. And I want to try a longbow.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
You definitely
I
should.
used a compound bow.
I did longbow when I was a kid. I didn't have
Is
a
it much
compound bow.
different than compound?
I didn't have one. I just had longbow. That's it.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
All I've had is compound and crossbows.
No, I had a longbow, and then I didn't have arrows for the longbow, so all I had was compound arrows. So I had to use those heavy aluminum arrows, and it was really hard aiming once you got out, a distance because you had to aim so high. You were just flinging arrows, but I got used to it.
Oh, darling, the trajectory, don't you know?
Oh yeah, like like that, like Cupid shooting an arrow, Yep.
Charlie said they ain't killed him yet, Andy.
Oh, that's it then. What don't kill you makes you stronger.
Exactly. Exactly.
Cupid, draw back your bow and let
I
go
think
your
the longbow
go.
to play around
Straight
with.
through your lover's heart. Anyway, sorry about that. I'm serenading you. Here we go.
Let's see.
Right, the Book of Enoch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are we sat comfortable? Have we got everything that we need within our circumference? Can we reach
Yeah.
everything that's required? Are we ready?
Does everybody have their snacks and their drinks and their smokes?
Oh, hang on. I gotta grab something from the kitchen. I'll be right back.
Grab me something while you're there. I'm quite parched myself.
Sorry.
I went from having a couple of wooden longbows to using compound brand name Alpine. Which did you like better?
Quick drink.
All right. I think everybody's ready except Jack.
I'm back.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was upstairs with the kids for a sec.
Though I'm gonna do a McFly slide.
It's all good. No, I had to run upstairs, take care of the kids for that's why I was a little quiet for a second.
You're fine.
Hey, it's Phoenix. What's going on?
What's up, Phoenix? Everybody subscribe to
Phoenix,
Phoenix.
how are you? Everybody sub up to Phoenix.
Yeah, Phoenix, drop your ad tag.
Phoenix, they lost her channel. They took it. I guess we're not sure, but
I don't even know
yes,
what happened, but I'm pissed off about it.
I really am too. Really am. She's just awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, she's the nicest person ever.
Yes.
So that pissed me off. And she had a lot of subscribers, you know. That's why I want to help get them back. That's why I posted her a link to her channel
I do
in my
too.
post. But also, if somebody put her ad tag, you could put that up there now so people can subscribe, help her out.
That would be great. I could
So I'm
try.
sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, that's you.
You're perfectly fine.
Everybody subscribe to Phoenix's new channel.
Yeah, there's another channel that YouTube have messed about with, you see, and they're not messing about, are they? It doesn't do nothing wrong, Phoenix Princess, and to have her channel snatched away from her life. I'm not sure what the reasons were behind it, but I'm sure it wasn't that drastic where she had to have it confiscated.
It was silly, actually. It was really silly. She was in the live and her son was in the live. That's it.
And that's crazy because I do that, you know.
And the baby was having the best time ever. Literally, he was enjoying himself so much. So much. That's what made me upset, is there was nothing wrong with that.
No.
And that baby was having so much fun, and that's the one they decided to take.
And that's exactly what I said yesterday. YouTube doesn't want to see us having fun. They shut me down twice, and that's because we're all having fun. They don't like it.
Andy, it was just you got to see a beautiful engagement between a mother and son, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And it was a beautiful thing. And why would you do that? It was real. It was a family thing. There was nothing wrong with it.
That's what bothers me because I do videos like that, you know.
Yeah.
There's channels out there where kids are running their own live shows. These kids have got their hands on these devices, doing their own channels. Hang on a little minute. Where's the rules?
Yeah. See, the first they took her lives away. That's what I meant. And then this past week they took everything else away from her.
That's crazy. So, do you have like 3 strikes, or you know what I mean? Like,
I don't even
And she
understand
don't
that.
ever do anything that's bad.
I know
That's
I
what
got
I
2 warnings. One from JoJo Siwa.
She doesn't drink alcohol. She doesn't smoke
Well, we
cigarettes.
know
She doesn't cuss. She doesn't play music. She doesn't do anything of the sort. It's wild.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah. It is.
And she works really hard, you know. She does, putting content out, and it breaks my heart that they took her channel because she worked really hard on it.
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
And she also had a couple of thousand subscribers. You know, it's quite a few subscribers to claw back again all that time and effort.
And that's a lot of hard work. It really
That's
is.
why I want to like help people see, like, you know, if they were subscribed. Like,
McFly, she said that was her first strike.
yeah, that's crazy.
Strike for what?
There was
Exactly.
strike.
No
There was
copy.
really nothing
Got copyrighted
for the
a lot of
strike.
times. It was my first time getting a strike.
Oh, she got copyright but no strike. That was her first strike.
Yeah, that doesn't
What?
even make sense.
What is a strike though? Like, what does it even look like?
You get warnings, right?
Yeah, and if I get another warning, I'll get a strike. They told me.
There's the strike. If you get 3 strikes, they take your channel. So the warnings is before you get the strikes. But she only got 1 strike.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And it's a 3 strike, you're out type deal.
Yeah, so I would have tried to appeal that, or like went into your email and tried to.
Well, I
fight
can
back.
tell you something. Sometimes when they take people's channels, they take them and you cannot even get back on to appeal anything. You can't even get back into your channel at all.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Did they do that to you, Phoenix?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. To me, monetization.
Oh,
What?
That's terrible. What?
Wow, Bushcraft.
what the crap? You don't do anything wrong. How can
He's been getting trolls in there. He's been getting some trolls.
all
in there.
Bushcraft does is, his knives and
Yeah.
those survival gear and things. Like, what is wrong with that?
That's what I don't understand. Like I talked about this. Like I've seen certain videos
What
of
is wrong
people
with
like using a pew pew, and like in the video, like there's this one guy called Seafood. He pulls it out on people and fires it off. Like I don't understand.
Oh, she did everything she possibly could, and they just didn't care. I'm sorry, Phoenix.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I really am.
It makes
Hopefully,
me
we can
angry.
get it back up.
Yeah, if like you needed somebody to write you a letter or something,
Okay,
like
Best Friend.
I would do that for you.
I'll check that out.
Yeah, I gotta check that out too.
Well, that's
Bushcraft.
terrible.
That's
I'm sorry. That is terrible.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Bushcraft.
Wow. Denied monetization. Wow.
And there's
Over something lying. And that's what kills me is like, we're all adults. Why be like a child and be petty like that? It don't matter. These little things don't matter. You know?
sometimes people just don't want to see people happy.
yeah, that's crazy.
Misery loves company.
Exactly. Exactly.
I agree.
It's sad but true, you know?
It is. It is. Stoner, it is. It's sad.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a shame.
A lot of these channels, they should have like an appeal process where it could be more fair, you know?
I completely agree. Because I don't think it is.
I don't think it is either.
No, I've seen too many people struck down by it, and it's definitely not fair.
The trouble is,
It
you'll seek
definitely is
righteousness. You can't seek righteousness from an unrighteous corporation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. That's true.
And if you
1,000.
think that, and if you think that you're going to get any type of redress or recourse, you're absolutely deluded. Who is YouTube? Bring forth the man YouTube that's questionable.
Right.
Does anybody know what YouTube started as?
I do not.
It was like a video channel, and then Google bought it because I had an original YouTube channel, and then which I did videos, and then when Google bought it, I didn't switch my email. That channel got taken away when they made the switch.
Before that.
Before that.
Yeah, but before
Before that.
Google ran YouTube, like I remember it. It was just like a channel upload videos, as far as I remember. Like the first one that you could do that.
It was a dating video site.
Yes, a perverted, corrupt site, which it still remains to this day.
Google it.
Get the hell out of here.
Google
we are
it.
not-
I'm not playing.
we are-
You got your computer hooked up?
We are no better than any other subject of this realm on Only Feet, right here, right now.
Only yams, I call it.
Oh, darling, you do look so good, Jack. Stop teasing me, will you? You're just a tease all the time.
You want some treats? Come on, I got you.
You're letting me see your face, but I can't have it. What's going on here? This is not what I've paid for. $2.99 a month for what?
Oh, I can't breathe.
To see you with your damn socks on. I don't want to see you with your socks on.
Take them off.
Socks and flip flops don't go.
I never understood why people get excited over feet. I never got it.
Me neither. That's why they're renting the bloody body out the way. They're terrible.
Like I've seen like hot girls online, and people like, I see your feet. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I can't.
Mm.
Weirdos.
My ex's toes
So
was
you
that
don't
long.
like
When she walked in the room, I thought she was doing a handstand.
No, do I like feet? Absolutely not.
why not, McFly?
They're
Yeah,
gross.
she had toes, a lot of fingers.
I have toes like fingers too. They're terrible.
Mhm.
They're like
But
the
you-
worst. I hate
but-
feet too.
Yeah, but do you use yours to brush your hair?
I'm getting old. I don't think that it would reach my hair. Maybe.
Oh, you would do kill me. You make me laugh. But yes, that's what YouTube was originally. Like many of these platforms on here, they're all perverse. Why do you think MTV was started? It wasn't to let you hear the music. That's what radio's for.
Why was MTV
It
started? I
was, it
thought
was made to, like, all this is made to make you guys sex crazed idiots. To make that
Yeah.
all you
Yeah.
think about. That's it. So you can be ignorant and blind.
It's to help you idolate and fulfill the lusts of your flesh.
Exactly.
Hence YouTube. We're all fulfilling lusts of the flesh one way or the other, whether it be educational or anything else there too. It's all for lusts of the flesh.
Yeah.
Even for knowledge. For knowledge doth corrupt a man. That's why we eat from the tree of life. It's all in front of us.
Yeah. But I still be on the interweb searching stuff too. Reading it. I don't know. Crazy.
It is crazy. You know, people say to me, how do you know what you know without a computer? I said, I know what I know because I haven't got a computer. I'm not corrupted. I'm not perversed on there looking at fucking women's tits and goodness knows what else you got on these damn platforms. I read a book.
Yes. Read a book.
Yes.
I love reading. And it keeps you sharp, right?
It does. It certainly
It
does.
really does.
Keeps your mind active.
It really does.
If you don't use it, you lose it, you know, and you become complacent and you think that you can always have that level of retention, but it really does slip from us unless we have constant remembrances. And that's what the gospel is. That's what the word is. It's nothing that we don't already know. It's just a reminder because it's already written on the fleshy tablet. It's already in our makeup and DNA. It's in our genes or in our trousers, whatever you wish to call them. And here is just a written remembrance of how to do things correctly if you wish to.
Oh, no judgment, Melissa, at all. I get down the rabbit hole on YouTube all the time with conspiracy theories and all that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
'Cause I like-
That's what
I don't know.
matters.
I like knowing what's going on around me.
Mhm.
It's a
But if
need
I
to
would
know
pay
basis.
attention to what's around me, I would know what's going on around me.
Mhm. But it really is a need to know basis, you know, and seek and ye shall find. If you don't
Yeah.
mind, if you don't care, then carry on doing what you're doing. But if you want to know, then have a look. It's never too far. You know, the truth is always there. It's often hidden in plain sight. You don't have to look too far. You don't have to go too deep down no rabbit hole.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know? And when they call it a theory, a conspiracy theory, well, it's funny how most of these theories have actually been put into practice and have actually happened. Hello.
Exactly. Exactly.
I mean, they call it the
MK
theory of
Ultra.
relativity. You know, like in that they look at that as factual. You know,
The theory of relativity. Everything is relative. If you think no thing is connected, then you are absolutely deluded yourself. Everything is connected. That is relative to everything. That is the theory of that over.
Yes.
Because all in the universe is connected. Everything leads on to something else. That's why there's an order, a chain. That's what we are part of. And if you think that doesn't exist, you're crazy.
Exactly. I concur.
Yes.
I conquer. Surely.
You do.
Goodness me, you let me laugh.
Me too.
For sure.
Yeah, faux show. Laughs like a box of chocolates.
You never know what you're going to get.
my Jenny.
But
Do you know who does?
honestly,
Oh, who
that's
does
Phoenix,
a
you're the
real?
best.
Do you
Phoenix,
know
come on.
who does a real good Forrest Gump? It's my favourite, and he doesn't even know he's doing it. You know, Charlie.
yeah. I
Charlie
love
does. He does it so good and so naturally. He doesn't even. I heard him do it a couple of weeks ago. I thought, Lord above, look at that. If I shut my eyes, it's Forrest Gump.
Charlie's the best. He really is.
Absolutely. It's just the accent. I love the twang.
He was born in. Ooh, excuse me. That was a hiccup. He was born and raised right real close where I was born and raised.
Hmm. Yeah, it's awesome.
That's pretty cool.
Hmm.
And we didn't even know each other till we met on YouTube.
Yes, it's often the way.
That's
And I think from my perspective, from an English point of view, I think when an Englishman would think of an American accent, it's that style of accent that you and Charlie possess that would automatically come to a mind because it's a more thicker, broader accent, you know, rather than just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is. It's a little different than other people's accents. Like, even people up north here, they sound different than we do.
Hmm.
They sound more proper, you know. But we
Really,
are
I
just
think you guys sound more proper than us.
well, honey, I don't think so. We say all kinds of stuff that ain't even words.
So do we, like John.
You know,
That's my
well,
John.
He's got a point, though.
we do. We say y'all. That wasn't a word for a long time. I don't know if it is or not.
I think it's in Webster's. Yeah.
It is.
All right.
It's like
They
can't.
made it a word.
Yeah, it's a consonant. Yeah.
See,
Yeah. Y'all.
y'all.
Y apostrophe all.
That's it.
Yeah, Big Fly has an accent. I don't know. Do I have an accent? I don't think I do.
You do have
Yes,
an accent.
definitely. Yes, definitely.
No.
Yeah, yours is different than McFly's.
Is it?
Yeah, you're like
Yeah,
like central
it's deeper
Pennsylvania.
from mine. So you definitely have an accent.
We all have accents.
Y'all made its way up north. I say it. We say all kinds of stuff.
I think anybody that's just like country or out in the wilderness says y'all at this point. You know?
Y'all,
Yeah.
yeehaw.
You all.
The yeehaw is definitely country.
Yeehaw, yeah.
We say
Y'all.
yeehaw. Or ye. We say ye. Yee.
Hmm.
But you know.
Hammock Mountain, how you doing?
Hey, Hammock.
Hammock. That's a good name.
Fixin'. I'm
Yeah.
fixing to go do that.
Dixon.
Or not do things like that.
Phoenix, go eat.
Yes, go eat.
Or in Philly we say Jeep.
G?
Like, did you eat? Jeep.
Yeah. G? G?
Jeep.
Yeah.
We
G?
say it Jeep.
Yeah. G?
Yeah, that's
we
like a
say it
Philly
too.
thing.
Did you grab you
Oh.
something to eat?
We say it
Jeep.
too. Jeep?
Like Jeep. Yeah.
So she
Jeep.
says it too. Yeah, so that's
Jeep.
Jeep. How about you, Andy? They don't say that over there, do they?
I would just
I
say no.
say mama. And you say mama.
Say water. Say water.
Mama. I say water.
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 You say
That's
water. Water. You put a U in it. That's
Who?
an A. McFly.
That's how
I
we
just
say it
said
in
water.
Philly.
He
Water
says,
ice.
this is water.
Yeah,
Water.
water.
That's not what it's. It's an A. It's not a
Yeah,
U.
it's water.
Water.
Man, Philly, no, it's water in Philly.
Sounds like you're saying water.
Yeah, water. Water ice.
Water.
It's like wood. You got.
It's water.
Oh,
What
Lord.
do you say? Water?
Yeah,
I
and
was
that
saying
means
That's so
water.
weird. It
You
sounds so
got
weird.
water.
Water.
You got
Yeah.
Yeah, put
It's
an R in
water.
it. Throw an R in it.
Water.
wash
Wash.
your hands. Yeah,
Get a
wash
glass
your
of
hands.
water real quick.
I don't even say you were. I say wash your hands. Go wash your hands.
Say, watch
Oh
that.
Lord. Oh Lord.
What's another way
We
to
just,
say, like, we going to Atlantic City?
oh
Like, we don't even
mercy.
say Atlantic. We going to Atlantic City. We going to
Man,
lay
yeah.
down some pillows. Like, hey, we say pillows instead of pillows. We say pillows. We going to lay down some pillows tonight.
What's that mean?
Some
What
pillows.
does
What
that
do you put your head on? What you
why
put
would
your
you
head
lay
on
down
tonight?
pillows? I mean, what does the lay down pillows mean? What does that mean?
You go lay on some. You put your head on some pillows.
Oh, you're gonna sleep? Is that what it means?
Yeah, you go lay down some pillows.
Oh my goodness. I would be
We
so
got
confused. I'd be like, what are we doing?
go lay
You
down
want
some
me to lay
pillows.
the pillows down?
We're having a damn sleepover, okay?
I'll lay them down.
Yeah, pillows. Pillars.
Pillows. Pillas.
Yeah, we say
Pillows.
pillar. Killer pillar.
I call it a peeler.
Passion. There's a street in Philly called Passion.
What?
Passion. Yeah, it's like
Passion?
I remember Passion.
Passion.
Are you
Passion.
saying passion or passion?
Passion. That's it. That's the name of the street in
Young.
Philly.
Passion.
Yeah, it's like
Passion?
it's named after Indians. It's like some Indian word. Passion Gap. It goes like
All right.
diagonal through all
Phyllis.
Philadelphia. That's where the cheesesteak spot's at on Passion.
What is that?
Yeah, Pillas. That's right.
Pillars.
Put some pillows in the hammock. You know what I mean? That's how you do it.
There you go.
Well, I can't pronounce that name. I can't see. It's blurry. What
Passion.
is What?
Chupacabra.
Chupacabra.
Yeah, that's a chupacabra.
The chupacabra.
it?
That's like an animal that sucks the blood out of goats.
I know. People's been seeing them.
Hmm.
Did you know that?
Chupacabras? Have they?
I saw one, and he said it was a bear without hair.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
that's
a bear.
cool.
You didn't see that video? Like, you ever
Yeah.
see what a grizzly bear looks like without hair or a brown? They look so weird.
True story. True story.
I don't
My
want to
brother-
look at that again ever.
So my
Again.
brother comes out of his upstairs apartment, and he'd like to come out sometimes instead of like going and using his bathroom and waking up his wife. He would just sneak outside and go downstairs and take leak off of his sidewalk. So that's what he does the one night, and he gets this really weird feeling like he's being watched, and he turns and he looks and he sees what he told me was a werewolf standing there in the moonlight, and it had its nose up like it was sniffing. And I mean, like, what, a werewolf? Werewolves don't exist.
Yeah.
So I tell him, I'm like, tell me what it looked like. I'm like, what color was its hair? And he's like, that's what was really weird. It didn't really have a lot of hair on it. So I immediately thought, okay, it's an animal with mange. So I looked up the most common animal it was, which was a black bear. A black bear with mange. And I showed him a picture of a black bear with mange standing on its hind, and he literally, like, he almost went white when he saw it. He's like, that's it. I'm like, dude, it's a black bear. Werewolves don't exist. You know? But you'd never, like, when you look at it, it's awful. It looks scary, you know?
Phoenix. Did you say it? a couple of nights ago, she thought something was knocking on her window, and
What was it?
she didn't go see what it was.
I would have filmed it.
That is scary.
That's what I got fixed.
Yeah, that is scary, Phoenix.
It is
This
scary.
one, I lived up a holler one time, like at the end, main end.
Holler.
And somebody came knocking on my door at like 2 o'clock in the morning. So I got my pew pew, which was a not a small one, but a large one.
A shotgun or something.
Yes, I pointed it out the door first, and asked them what they wanted. And it was somebody that my ex-husband's brother worked with, borrowing his four-wheeler. He was afraid to even start it. He's afraid I'd shoot him.
It was not normal. Yeah, I'd say it's not normal, Phoenix, at all. It's bizarre. Phoenix, are you
I would have
ground
filmed
level?
Well, you weren't watching Unsolved Mysteries. That's what happened to me when I'd be alone. I'd be watching that show, and I would hear like a noise upstairs. I'm like, oh my God,
Yeah.
it's a
Watch it.
monster. Dun, 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 dun. That song would scare the crap out of me.
Oh,
And that guy's voice. Welcome to Unsolved
you
Mysteries.
taking off this guy?
Thanks, this guy.
Hey, Mick,
Thanks
are
for telling
you?
me.
You're in the hollers all the time. Me too. Hey, Kat.
Holler. What's up,
Hey, what's
Kat?
up, Catty? How you doing?
Long day. We'll get you some rest.
Not a human either. Like what? Like Slender Man? Remember that guy?
Yeah.
Giant, skinny guy that scares kids or something.
Well, Miss Phoenix, that's not good.
Mm.
I'm glad
Are
you're
you
having fun, Catty.
We all need to have fun.
Yes.
Is IOC still here?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, he's still here.
You sure?
I think he's muted, but yeah, he's still here.
Andy.
Andy, are you here?
I am here. Sorry about that.
See?
You good?
I knew he was just muted.
So do we want to get started, or
When we're ready, I was just.
Absolutely.
whenever
Yeah.
you guys are?
Mhm. Well, we've been going for some hour and a quarter. I think we're long enough to let everybody drop in.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've all familiarised ourselves. We've all warmed up, got comfy, and acquainted ourselves. So I'll read whatever I can get through, and then we'll continue on the next podcast if you wish, because it's 2:15 a.m. here, and we're getting on a little piece. And although I do wake up in the midnight hour, it's reading does me eyes in sometimes. I've got a condition. I don't talk about it, but there we go. We'll get into it right now, and we'll see how far we get, guys. How's that?
Sounds good. We
Yeah.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you thank you for spending your time reading this for us. I know it's late.
Yes,
But
we really
we
appreciate
appreciate it.
it so much.
It's all good, guys. It's it's my honour, it's my privilege, and I feel the grace of being able to do it for us. And so it's a rare book. It's not everywhere. Not everyone's got it, and so it's been removed for a reason. And so let's get into it.
Yes, sir.
Enoch 1 of the Book of Enoch. The word of the blessing of Enoch. How the blessed, the elect, and the righteous, who were to exist in the time of trouble, rejected all the wicked and ungodly, Enoch, a righteous man, who was with God, answered and spoke, while his eyes were open, and while he saw a holy vision in the heavens. The angels showed me.
Hello?
Did we lose you, Andy? Uh-oh. We may have lost him.
Why did you say master? What happened? What did I say in the comments?
Uh, what do you call him, Sim? Yeah, just
It was nothing important at all.
yeah, exactly. Uh-oh.
We did lose Andy. Oh no.
Well, you know what? Maybe that just means that we'll have to if
I
he
can't
doesn't
wait
come.
till you get in your new apartment either, Phoenix.
Yeah, seriously.
I really, really don't like that place for you.
Yeah.
I know.
What made him fall asleep?
It
You
always
didn't get that far into
one
Enoch, is that what you're
page
saying?
at a time.
Oh,
With StreamYard, where it is on the internet and not an app, it's a little different and hard to maneuver because, like, a lot of people run off Wi-Fi and the internet connection isn't great.
yes.
So, but we are going to get through this, guys. We are going
You
to
want?
talk about this book.
I was gonna say, you want to try to send him another invite, or
See what happens. Be right back.
I was watching that new Jurassic World movie, that new Jurassic Park movie. That shit was crazy.
That is crazy. Could you imagine, like, living around big dinosaurs like that?
Yeah, so they had like it was like a company like releasing like insects to eat all the food supply. So it's like kind of like what's happening now, besides the dinosaurs, obviously. It was pretty crazy though.
Yeah, it is.
There you go. He's back.
There it is.
You see, intrudes
Oh.
again, they're on to me. What's happening?
How you doing,
Oh.
IOC?
The buggers, anyway. So that was the first paragraph. Did you? I'm not sure where it cut off. Did you hear me read the first paragraph even?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, no. Wait a minute. There's a conflict of interest.
I heard you. I don't know where you stopped, and you know what we heard last, but it was very short, and then it just like cut off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it was 2 sentences in, maybe.
Yeah.
It's literally the first. It was the first paragraph. Number one, and instantly, straight away, it's talking about being visionary. He had a vision, and it's referencing the pineal gland, the mind's eye, the third eye, and there's a way in which that can be activated or switched on, and it doesn't just happen for you or to you, and it won't just happen on its own. It has to be an active thing. You have to actively and selectively input to yourself what's required to get out what's required. So, and that this is what the book of Enoch talks about and shows, that this other dimension is relative, it's real, it's achievable, it's within us, and it's just if we choose it or not. It's the spirit, whether we accept the spirit or not, the mind's eye, the visionary, to see what's what, in the light. And that already in the first paragraph starts as it means to go on. And that's what this is all about, enlightenment. We have to have the eyes to see. We have to have an open heart. We have to want it.
See, I think, like, when we start school and things like that, we're indoctrinated, and it kind of puts scales over that third eye, you know, to where
Yeah.
you can see spiritually. And I think that's their goal,
Mhm.
you know, so we don't know the truth, to keep
Yes.
us under their thumb.
As well as the calcification through things like tap water and other bombardments, we have like that as well, which
Yeah.
has detrimental effect on our holy vessel and has these blockages within us. However, that doesn't mean that it's forever, and it doesn't mean it's a fixed thing. You know, we
Exactly.
regenerate, we are regeneratable, and we can renew, we can be born again, as they call it. You know,
Mm,
but
Mhm.
it's a choice. We have to want to. And it's as
yeah.
simple as that.
It's our decision, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I shall continue. So in the last part, it was just speaking that this the angels showed me. That was the last part of the sentence, and it goes on to say, "From them I heard all things, and understood what I saw, that which will not take place in this generation, but in a generation which is to succeed at a distant period, on account of the elect." Does that sound familiar?
Yep.
Does it sound
Yep.
like it's of the times? Hello?
Exactly. Exactly what we're going through now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Upon their account I spoke and conversed with him, who will go forth from this habitation, the Holy and Mighty One, the God of the world, who will hereafter tread on Mount Sinai, appear with his hosts, and be manifested in the strength of his power from heaven. All shall be afraid, and the watchers be terrified. That's those that
Okay.
are on the fence. The watchers are on the fence. They're not sure what to do. They're going to be fucking terrified.
Right. So explain to them, the watchers, what the watchers are. I don't think people know that either.
The watchman. Well, it's let's try and make it seem as layman's terms. The watchman is, if I seen a wolf running across the field to come and devour Jack and didn't alert him, I'm not a very good watchman. And it would be on me, you know. However, if I alerted him and he done nothing about it, then it's on him.
Exactly.
So
Yes.
as a watchman, if you are shining the light, if you are spreading the message, but it falls on deaf ears, that's down to them. It's not down to the watchman.
There you
Right.
go.
Right.
So
Because I think people misconstrue that, you know, just a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
great fear and trembling shall seize them, even to the ends of the earth. The lofty mountains shall be troubled, and the exalted hills depressed, melted like a honeycomb in the flame. The earth shall be immerged, and all things which are in it perish, while judgment shall come upon all, even upon all of the righteous. But to them shall he give peace. He shall preserve the elect, and towards them exercise clemency. Then shall all belong to God, be happy and blessed, and the splendor of the Godhead shall illuminate them. The Godhead. What is that? It's the pineal gland, it's the mind's eye, it's the entrance of the spirit realm. It's where it all starts and ends. It's all there. It starts with what's called Kundalini, and it's the Christ oil or the Christos oil that raises through the vertebrae, the spinal cord.
Is that why
And
they have all those what should we call pine cones at the Vatican?
yes, your pine cone represents your pineal gland. It's very symbolic, and it's virtue signaling. And that's why the Masons have the 33 degrees of masonry, because we have 33 vertebrae. And when you become the 33rd degree Mason, your Kundalini, as it is at highest, they would presume, and you are at the highest level of consciousness. But that is only under their doctrine. This is under a covenant, not a government. This is a different thing. This is a far higher resonating vibration. This is not created by man. This is the spiritual realm proper.
Yes. Hi, Tiffany. Welcome in. Hey, Abigail. We love you, girl.
What's up,
Welcome.
Larry?
Hey, Larry.
Hey, Abigail. Hey, Larry.
Behold, he comes with 10,000 of his saints to execute judgment upon them and destroy the wicked and reprove all the carnal for everything which the sinful and ungodly have done and committed against him. So that's what that really means, is when those that are all in the light, when those are spiritually enlightened, all come and stand together, that's when things are going to have to change. Because the righteousness, the shall always overrule the evilness. Always. God created the devil. He's in charge of that too. He's not his own entity. That is also a thing of the heavens. And it's all residual. It's all within. There is no
Satan was the
external.
light bearer.
Yeah, there is. Yes, Lucifer, the fallen angel. That's why they worship the sun on Sundays. Our Sabbath day is Saturday. It's all misconstrued, and so this is teaching us that it's inner. Everything is inner. That's why I teach that inward manifestation outwardly attracts. Some call it prayer. Some call it meditation. Call it what thou wilt. But this is the root core of manifestation and spiritual enlightenment. And this is why it's been removed, because we all have that power. We all have that sense. And can you imagine if we all manifested across the realm the same thing at the same time, what would happen?
In one mind and one accord.
Can you imagine what would happen? And that is what they fear.
Yes. And that's when healing will happen. That's when your miracles will happen. It's when everybody gets together and becomes one mind and one accord.
Well, people say there is no miracles of this world, but each one of us that are here testament this day are prima facie evidence of something miraculous that's happened, because we have come from nothing to something. We have come from a thought to a something.
Yes.
Only he can create something of nothing and give it value.
And honestly, if you think about it, we're all miracles here today. Millions of people died in 2020 and 2021. Yes. Millions. Mm-hmm. And if we're still here, you're a miracle. You was meant to be here, and you have a purpose.
Exactly. The old coronavirus, it says in my book, every plague shall pass by my door. And when we look at the word corona, it's a Latin word for crown. That's right. Who runs the world? That's right. The empire. Who wears the crown? That's right. It all comes from within the state. And what they are trying to do is affect our state within. And they do that with a barrage of chemicals, through spiritual wickedness, and through a number of other measures. But these are the biggies. They do it through intimidation and fear tactics, and that's how they get to us spiritually, and they break us down that way. And the book of Enoch is there to build us up and give us that breastplate of armor and the helmet of salvation and the buckle of knowledge and the steadfast boots to stand there in and not run from them with that fear that they try to instill within us.
Yes,
exactly.
This reproves and rebukes all of that system, and that's what they don't want us to do, and that's why they don't want us to know it.
Yes. So it's just like back in the Bible times, your churches are filled with Pharisees. and decided
Yeah.
to sue.
Yeah.
It's the same concept because humanity keeps going in the same cycles. So if
Mhm.
you can pay attention to the times, you can read the times.
Absolutely.
As we keep going in the same cycles, we keep making the same mistakes, and it's all centered around greed, money,
Mhm. And that's
all that.
why, and that's why we're suffering the same generational curses, because no one is stepping forth to break the chain.
Yes.
Exactly. Exactly. Phoenix, there's always new things that you can learn. Every time I read something, I get something different. So, it's awesome, really.
Hmm
It
It,
really
it,
is.
it's perspective and introspect. We have to feel it. It's no good just hearing it. Be ye a doer of the work, not a hearer. I could sit here and chat your ears off all night. It doesn't mean anyone's going to go out tomorrow and do what needs to be done. You know,
Exactly.
we
Yeah.
need to feel it. He who feels it knows it. We don't hear love, we feel love. We don't have to hear the word, we have to feel the word. That's why when I tell you I love you, I hope you feel it, because otherwise it's pretty irrelevant just as a word, isn't it?
Yes, that's
Exactly.
me. I feel that same exact way. When I tell you guys that I really care, I want you to feel that for me because I really do care. I really
Exactly.
do. And I really
You
do
know,
love you guys,
and, and this language and these words are tossed around too freely.
Yeah,
Like the word, oh, he's a legend. That man's a legend. Oh, he's the best. He's the greatest. Well, do you know what you're actually saying there? You're putting this one individual above all others, in case of all else. And how does that make everybody else feel now? So while you're raising this one above the whole crowd of others, what's that doing to the crowd?
tearing them down. You want to
Hmm.
You see?
everyone.
So the crowd can either turn with you and idolate with you, or they can turn against you. And this is what we need to be doing with the system. We need to be turning against it instead of standing for it and paying for our own demise.
Yes. Exactly.
Phoenix, maybe one night you can come up on the podcast and share too.
I would
We're
love
all
to.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
sharing what we know with one another, talking about these things, and because it does uplift us and edify us as well. And we need that. We honestly do.
Absolutely.
Strength for us.
And you know why? Because we don't know what we don't know. That's right. And
Exactly.
that's why it's good to share.
Because iron sharpens iron.
Exactly. It does. Iron sharpens iron.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah,
I'm
Phoenix,
gonna,
we'd love to have you up some night.
100%.
yeah. So what I'm going to do then, guys, I'm going to read to the end of the page, which will take us to the end of 3, and then we can reconvene on the next one if that's all right. Because now that we've introduced ourselves and what we wish to do regarding this book, maybe hopefully next time we can come straight in on the platform, have our greetings and meetings within 10 minutes, and crack on with it then. Because obviously, because of the late hours for me, it does me a favour, and I'd rather do that for just me rather than moving the times on the channel and upsetting everybody's time. When if we can just come in on the normal time and just get on with it, because it takes a level of concentration, it takes a level of aptitude and being turned on, being switched on. I should say, rather than being turned on. I don't want it misconstrued anyway. But I know what some of these feisty bloody ladies are like in the chat. Sometimes they roast me, I tell you. And they would absolutely jump on that opportunity. Just one slip of one word, and that's what they're waiting for,
Yes. 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 Oh.
And so and we could make and we can get quite a lot done now. I mean, it's 2:37 in the morning here now, and it started my sides at 1 a.m. So I mean, I could have in the last hour and a half got quite a lot of the way through here. And I'm not
Absolutely.
judging or calling or anything, because I'm really happy with the way it's gone, and I wouldn't change it anyway. But if we could do something, coming forth, then we can get more of the book in rather than just having a jolly chit chat. Although a jolly chit chat is absolutely beautiful, and I love having it with you guys.
Us too.
That
Us
sounds
too.
wonderful to me.
Yes.
Yeah, so on Wednesday, would that be cool?
Absolutely.
Yeah, count me in, guys. I've got the time, you know. So, Jack's got my number. Matt and Mom's got my number. If you want to hook me up on Discord as well, you're more than welcome, Chester. You know.
All right, cool.
All
Thank
who are in the heavens. Sorry, Mountain Mama, I started them without alerting you. What did you say? Sorry.
I was telling Phoenix we was glad she made it tonight too.
Oh,
Yeah,
we
absolutely.
don't know. We're glad that everybody's made it. You know, if there's just one person in there that can just take it on board and it transforms them for the better and it makes them feel better about themselves and gives them some value and purpose and prosperity in life, then, you know, we've done a good thing.
Yes, if it's just one, you know, because one could spread the word to many.
Yes.
Exactly.
Cool.
Exactly. Anyway, Enoch 3.
Thank you, Abigail.
All who are in the heavens know what is transacted there. What a beautiful sentence, eh?
Mhm.
Absolutely.
All who are in heaven know what is transacted there. We can only hope, can't we?
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
They know that the heavenly luminaries change not their paths, that each rises and sets regularly, every one at its own proper period, without transgressing the commands which they have received. They behold the earth and understand what is there transacted from the beginning to the end of it. They see that every work of God is invariable in the period of its appearance. They behold summer and winter, perceiving that the whole earth is full of water, and that the cloud is the dew, and the rain refresh it. So we'll leave it there with this little advert break, and we'll come back to that because it goes into how this shit works. Ain't that exciting?
That is exciting.
Yeah.
It really is.
That's awesome.
We appreciate it so much. We really do.
It's really awesome, man, and you know it really does grate me that we have such a time difference between us, obviously because of where the sun sets and rises each day. But I really wish we didn't have such an indifference in the hours between us, because it is such a difference where I'm early hours of the morning and you guys are like 7 or 8 p.m. You know, it's just it makes it more difficult.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But we do appreciate
Hopefully
you
that'll
coming on.
change.
We have had a great time.
Yeah.
Yes, it's been lovely. I'm slightly disappointed that I haven't read as much as I would like to, but I am tired, but we will get into it more, and we will discuss it more. You know,
And
we'll take
this is a good little introductory to what we
exactly.
want to do, you know?
Exactly.
I think often works as well. It's little and often, rather than huge bite sizes that people have got to try and mull over and chew on and try and understand and comprehend what I've just said to them. If we can just do little bits, break it down, and
Yes.
give it the correct interpretation as to what it means.
Yes.
Yes, just little bits at a time so people can sit and think on it. If we give too much, it's going to be hard to absorb.
Well, that's
And-
right. Well, from the first three sectors that we've read now, people can always go away and do their own diligence. They can do their own research. They can look into it themselves, you know, and seek their own remedy from this. You know, we're just the beginning, you know, and the word will always be here. Our sojourn is short, and so
Yes.
we have to try and cram into our short life all of this stuff. Well, it's always going to be here, so it's you know we've got a short time to show them, is what I'm saying, and we can't keep showing them. We're going to show them once or twice, and that's it. We've got to keep moving on, showing others. It's then down to them to do what they want to do with it.
Yes, that's why I say the ones that have an ear, let them hear, and showed me that, because I was wooling with that, you know, like, what if they don't listen? What if, you know, what if they don't hear the truth? What happens then? And he just kind of revealed to me that, the ones that are supposed to hear will hear.
Well, that's when it comes back to being the watchman, you see, because you've done your due diligence, you've informed them, you've done what you ought to have done. You haven't sat silent, so you haven't let the devil creep in that way. And so then later on, if they don't, hear your word or do the work, so then it's down to them.
Yeah.
And we could feel sorry for them, could feel empathy for them and sympathy for them and all of these things. But there is no one of this world that's granted more of a lesser chance than you or I.
Yeah.
We may speak about these first, second, third world countries and they haven't got this and they haven't got that or whatever the case may be. But when it comes to fundamentals and the basics, the bottom line is we all have the same choice. We can either do good or we can do bad. It doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. It doesn't matter which way you point your rug. It doesn't matter about what your sexuality is or what your creed, what colour your skin. It matters not.
Right.
You're either in the light or you're in the dark. There's no in between.
No in between. There's no gray area. You're either the light or the dark.
That's true.
That's it.
Exactly. Yep.
And I love that. I love that there's no shadiness. You get what I'm saying?
There's no gray.
There's no gray. There's no shade.
Well, if I says to you, well, there's this guy coming onto my channel tonight. He's okay, but he's shady. But instantly, you would think to yourself, well, you're not going to think good of somebody. You're instantly going to think bad because you've used the word shade because we think they're in the dark. We think, oh, hello. And isn't it funny how subconsciously that language will speak to you and make you feel a way before you've even met anybody?
Yes.
And
Exactly.
that's exactly how the oppression of the system works upon us.
That's exactly what I've been talking about, is when others bash other people to other people, they don't realize that they can be hurting their chances at getting jobs. They could be hurting their chances at anything because people will be passing judgment, before they
Picture
ever
of
meet
men.
them.
Absolute
That's
picture of men.
Yes.
So I'll put the camera back on now. I'm back into my usual being Andy. When I'm Eye of Creator and I'm reading and I'm concentrating, we'll switch that camera up. But now we're back to being Andy the Fool. I don't mind being seen being it.
I've had a long day. I'm going to leave my camera the way it is.
I'll join in.
I'm the only one that always leaves my camera on.
yeah, but we all know you're boring, Jack. You don't make anybody smile.
How boring my sticker is.
We're going to figure that sticker thing out.
It's just boring.
He's even playing that same old record.
Maybe I am.
Oh, Lisa, you were beautiful.
Don't tease me. You know what this platform's for, and you're doing it to the full of its potential. Oh, you are winding me up tonight, Jack. Is it showing? Can you see from there?
See, mine are black, so you can't see mine.
Oh, I'm only black from the waist down.
Oh, yeah, tonight was a real good show.
Mixed heritage, I am. Dual heritage.
I really did enjoy that.
Awesome.
Those are the things that I like to talk about.
Well,
And it's nice that we can have a laugh. It's nice that we can be jovial, both prior and post to it as well, because it's a very serious subject. And as it says in the Bible, because it's so damn truthful, the truth is sweet on the lips but bitter in the belly.
Yes.
And when people are going through the stages and traveling through the path of enlightenment, it can put you off. It can make you feel such ways because you are coming enlightened to the truths of the deceptions of the world.
Exactly.
It can make you feel sick in the stomach, So that's the time you have to stand strong. in your
It
own
makes you feel
belief.
like you're not
Well, you
worthy
got to
enough. Or
think
you
you're
can't.
starting to reprogram something that you have followed your entire life. This is all
Mhm.
new, so it's
That's
all
right.
kind of scary.
Yeah, we're rebooting or defragging or whatever you call it in PC world. When you're putting a new RAM in there or whatever, new memory, we're putting new cards into the PC, man, and we're wiping out all the old stuff here.
But now all the old, yes, yes.
We're coming back,
Reboot.
coming back to who we should be.
We
Reboot.
have
Yeah.
to do that. We have to reboot because
Yeah.
we were thinking the wrong way, and we were
Mhm.
brought up to think that way. So
It's almost we're almost like cars that have crashed into a car accessory shop and got all sorts of stickers and lights and gear knobs and fancy tails and exhaust pipes and good. And we've had all this shit added to us, taking away from the base model of the basic I am. When you can come back to I am, you realise you don't need no stickers, you don't need no fancy windows and wheels because you are enough as you are.
exactly. Well, because you know that your creator owns all of it. In the end, it belongs to all of us. So why are we worried with it now? Why worry about it now? And our creator provides for us. We don't have a want or a need because we have a creator that will provide for us. And I know that to be true. 1,000%.
Hey,
Don't
Kate.
for it.
So I don't worry about tomorrow. I really don't. I do worry like my parents are sickly. I do worry about them. But as far as my day to day and my tomorrow, I put that in the creator's hands. And I leave it there.
That's
Because
all we can do.
yeah.
That's the only choice we've got. Or you can sit there and worry about tomorrow. And as we've just said, tomorrow is never promised. That's why it's always a free bar tomorrow. It's always a free bar tomorrow because it's not coming.
Right.
Yeah.
So don't be anxious about the future. Don't be depressed about the past. Live right here, right now. Be in the present. I am present. That's why we are gifted to one another right here, right now.
Yes.
Live in this moment.
Yes.
Because
Good
you
night,
never know
Phoenix.
what the next moment will be.
That's
Or
right.
where you're going to be the next moment,
Peace, Phoenix.
Peace and love,
Stay
Phoenix.
Stay blessed, Phoenix. Love you.
So
That's how I feel. I agree with you. So
I concur.
I concur. Oh, you're welcome, Abigail.
Yeah,
Thank
Abigail.
you for coming. We appreciate you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Abigail.
Hey, Kate.
And we hope to see you next time for more learned understandings and comprehensive language treatments.
Well, I think we're going to end it.
Telepathy
So-
used to be a thing, We never used to need language. We could look at one another and know a thought. We still do it this day, but it used to be much more prevalent.
Absolutely, we do.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
We definitely do.
Really do that.
That's right. So don't get beguiled by language. Be careful of the cast that you spell out of your mouth when you are casting these spellings. Be very careful what we ask for. If you are asking for something, be very precise in what you're asking for and head towards those dreams and goals, and they do come true.
And be very matter of fact in your speaking. Mean what you say what you mean.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Say what you love and love what you say. All right.
You guys stay safe and stay blessed, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you guys